Greetings. Welcome to this presentation. From wherever you are watching this presentation from, I welcome you and I congratulate you for deciding to take time, to go through this particular presentation. I guarantee you the next few minutes that you are going to go through this presentation, it will be worth it. So what you have to do is just pay attention from the beginning all the way to the end and get to understand the benefits, the transformation that you get to experience from this wonderful presentation or program, and of course get to see how or this program is able to change your income, change your life, and also change the lives of those people that are around you. My name is Mr. Ashira Samuel, a very proud member of this wonderful program, an ambassador of this wonderful system, and I want you to pay attention and also get to learn how this program is going to benefit you as well. So I'm going to share my screen. So yours is very simple, just to follow through and get to understand how the program will be working for you. So the name of the project that we are sharing with you is the Freedom Project, a very incredible system that you ought to pay key attention to and get to understand the key things or the key details that gets to apply to you and get to be a beneficiary of the same. So in the Freedom Project, you are saying it is time to take control and then eventually live free. Our theme for this year is Dominion 2026. And as the Freedom Project, we are powered by a very stable system, namely the Economy Designer Plan 3.0, a system that simply allows you to take charge of your own economy. Now, a quick question we have for you as we begin the presentation is, what will change in your life if money was no longer a problem? Because you realize most people are restricted by finances. So if finances are not a problem or an issue, you'll actually wake up with choices, not pressure. You'll work because you want to, not because you must, and you'll actually have time for your family, your dreams, and even time to fulfill your own purpose. That is why the Freedom Project exists, to help people take control of their income, reclaim their time, and build a life where freedom is intentional, not accidental. This is also not a promise of quick money, but it is a system, a skill set, and a community designed to help you grow and also live free. Good enough? We are doing this step by step through our mentorship program. So in summary, this is basically an initiative built to help people break free from financial limits and take control of their own future. We are a skills building platform and a supportive community that empowers people to earn sustainably, grow personally, and live life on their own terms. So at the Freedom Project, we believe freedom is built, that is through knowledge, discipline, and of course, the right opportunity. So we have a vision that is to raise a purpose-driven group of individuals who take control of their income and live lives of true freedom, true choice, and also impact. That means you not only impact your own life as an individual, but also the people around you, the community, the society, the nation, and even the nations. And our mission is to equip individuals with the skills, opportunities, and a mindset that is needed to take control of their income and intentionally build a life of freedom and purpose. Why mindset? Because when the mindset is transformed, then everything can be transformed. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, because by the end of this presentation, you will understand why this model works, who it is for, and how you can plug in at your own pace. Now, we don't work alone. To facilitate or to make this delivery of our services very effective, we have partners, both locally and also internationally. Our global partners include, organizations like Nature's Way has been there since the year 1969. So that is over 50 years in operation. We have another one, DSM, has been there, for over 120 years in the global market. That is DSM. We also have WADA, has been there for over 80 good years. Now, these are multi-billion-dollar companies. That tells you we've also partnered with the best, in the globe. Financially, we've partnered with First National Bank, that is FNB, which has been operating for over 185 years. So we've also chosen or selected the best financial partner. Good enough, we have a daily payout system. So when you make your profits being part of us, you get to withdraw or access your profits any day, any time, from anywhere, any moment, any amount. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this system has been there since the year 2006. So as of recording this presentation, this program is currently existing for over 20 good years. So that tells you at the end of the day, you get to be part of a credible system. A quick summary of this program, even here in Zambia, we've been certified by PACRA, we've been certified by ZAMRA, we also pay taxes to ZRA, so we are legally operating here in Zambia. And also we are present in over 50 countries. In Zambia, you get to locate us from our office at Great North Road Business Center. That is where our office is located. And we conduct trainings in our office every single day. Monday to Saturday, we are open. So you who is going through this presentation, you can as well visit our office, by just getting an appointment from the person or through the person who shared with you this presentation. Now look at this particular statement by one of the mentors in finance or financial matters. He says, the main reason people struggle financially is because they have spent years in school but learned nothing about money. The result is that people learn to work for money but never learn to have money working for them. Now, you realize most people after school, they are only focusing on looking for employment. They don't look at an aspect whereby they can be, employers or job creators. That's why the good news you having gone or been part of this presentation, you get to learn a very unique concept called leverage. What is leverage? It is simply a concept that allows you to earn more and more while working less and less. Why? Because you are having people working for you or with you, and of course, even money working for you or with you. And that is what most successful people have utilized over the years. So you being part of the Freedom Project, you also get to utilize this particular system. It allows you eventually to have financial freedom, time freedom, and also health freedom. These are the three key benefits you enjoy when you're part of the Freedom Project. We have a number of success stories. Lives have been transformed. Even students driving themselves to the lecture rooms. Our lives have been totally transformed, both from within Zambia, across Africa, and even beyond by this wonderful system. You also get to enjoy vacations, like we have Dubai trips, we have Philippine trips, we have Europe trips, Maldives, all these are fully paid for by the company. To add on that, we also have the housing project, whereby you get to venture into real estate investment, be a landlady, be a landlord, or even be a homeowner. You wish to have a house for yourself, for your family. It is actually, made possible through this system. Let's get to understand the unique nature of this program, and you're having these two different illustrations. On your left, we have what we call the industrial economy. What happens here? A very simple example. Let's look at maybe, for example, bread. When bread has been manufactured, it goes through a lot of people before it gets to you, who is consuming it from your own shop outside there or from a retailer outside there. So all these, if you're in this particular chain, for example, you end up making very small profits, as commission. Why? Because everyone here is adding their own share. Now, when it comes to the connected economy on your left here, the Freedom Project, we are giving you a chance to be the only intermediary. We call you the connector. So this money that will have been used through all these particular channels, it goes out there to you. That's why you'll never see this kind of a project advertising on TVs and all that or through influencers. That is applied in the industrial economy. So here, this money is channeled to you as the connector because you are the only intermediary in the marketplace. So that exposes you to a lot of profits every day, every hour, every week, every month. So how do you become a connector? It is so simple. You just have to position yourself in our system, and then you become a connector here. Our work is to help you build a team that you'll be working with, so you end up creating wealth. And you become a connector by setting up your account in the system. The system is already there since the year 2006. So when you get this account, you get it by making a one-time payment. And that initial decision you make to say, yes, you want to be a member, it benefits your children and also generations after you. That gives you a lifetime membership. So you have different packages that you can choose to be part of this program with. We have what you call the global package. This gives you one account to benefit from. We have what you call the Neoverse package. This gives you 3 accounts to benefit from. Then you have what you call the Technoverse package. This gives you 7 accounts to earn from. Then you have the Digiverse package. This gives you 15 accounts to earn from. Then you have the Megaverse package. This gives you 31 accounts to earn from. So the higher the package, the more the profits you end up earning on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And then after you've chosen your package, we have a mentorship program that will guide you through, whereby as you are learning, you are also earning. That is the beauty part of our mentorship. Learning while earning. This mentorship is done online through our virtual mentorship programs or even physically through our office. And then, of course, How do you earn? That's what I want us to dive into. We have up to 8 ways of making money. The first way of making money involves selling the products that we have, but that one is not mandatory. So you don't have to focus on selling. That's quite very incredible. That means if you're not good at sales, that's not really a worry here. That's not mandatory. So we have the second or the third way. Those are the major ways, because from number 4 to number 8, they are connected to the second and the third. So yours is just to understand the second way and the third way, then you're good to go. So at this point, I want you to, pay keen attention, because this is where you get to understand how you benefit or how you earn. Let's start off with the second of making money. When you're a connector, as I told you here, when you're a part of this system, you become a connector, okay? And as a connector, we help you build a team of people that you'll be working with. So people that are out there, they can only be part of this program through you. You can imagine the number of people that you know. Your friends, family, neighbors, enemies, and all that, friends, yes. So you realize all these people, let's say just one person says, I want to also be part of this opportunity. They can only join through you, okay? Since you are the connector, and let's say they have joined you the global package, you will be paid 370 Zambian kwacha because of being a connector. If they are joined you the Neoverse package for 3 accounts, you earn 1,000 Zambian kwacha. If they are joined you the Technoverse package for 7 accounts, you are going to make a 3,200 Zambian kwacha. If they join you the Digiverse package for 15 accounts, you are the connector, you earn a 6,450 Zambian kwacha. If they join you the Megaverse package for 31 accounts, you make a cool 9,650 that very day. Let's say in a whole 1 month, okay? In a whole 1 month, you have like 10 people who have joined you the Megaverse package. So it means you're going to make 10 times 9,650, and that gives you 96,500 that very month or that very week. That money is paid instantly to your account. So you don't have to wait for weekend, month end, or whichever period. There and then, you make your money and you can withdraw. That makes it very easy. Our system, again, is very unique because it only requires you to have only one person on your left, the other person on your right. Very simple. Let me ask you, how many people do you know since you were born? You know a lot of people. Here you just need only 2, one on your left, one on your right. In other systems or companies, they say bring as many people as possible. You realize it is only you that is growing in such a setup. So which means the people around you don't have a chance to explore the growth. That's why you don't recommend that in our system. In our system, you just need one on your left, one on your right. When you have a third person, bring them down there, you'll have supported this one. Or down here, you'll have supported this one. So we have a very unique support system that allows even you as a new member to grow by getting spillovers being placed under you. And that exposes you to a faster growth as a new member. The third way of making money says, when you have one person on your left, one person on your right, this forms a pair under you. Remember, 2 things or 2 people will form a pair. That qualifies you for what you call a pairing bonus. So which simply means if, for example, these 2 people had joined you with the Neoverse package for 3 accounts, so you have 1,000 and 1,000, and then again you have a pairing bonus of 650 Zambian kwacha. So just by having 2 people, you make a cool 2,650 just by having only 2 people. You can imagine that is an income you can make in a single day. What if we help you again and get another person under account 2, another one under account 3? Now you have a team of 4 people in your team. When you have 4 people, I want you to understand this. Whatever happens down here, it pays all your accounts up here. So by having 4 people only, all the 3 accounts of yours are going to make money. And in total, you'll make up to 6,600 just by having only 4 people. We take these 4 people, they are your friends, probably. Then you help them to also get their respective 2 people for them to start growing. So what happens? Remember, whatever happens down here, it pays all your accounts up here. So your account 2 will make money for you. Now the pairing bonus, 650, 650. Account 3 will also make money for you. Account 1 will also make money for you. And a very simple scenario for you to understand is like, let's say you're having one shop in Lusaka, one shop in Kitwe, and then one shop in Dollar. So you're making money from all the 3 shops. And that growth will continue forever to infinity. There is no limit. So which means you will be making profits 3 times. The same way if you have a shop in Lusaka, a shop in Dollar, a shop in Kitwe, all under your one name. You benefit, from all the 3 shops. That's what happens. And this team will keep on growing. As the team keeps on growing, forever will be making money in account 2, Forever, you and your family will be earning from account 1. You and your family will be making money from account 3. Quite incredible. Forever to infinity. So this implies a very simple thing. If you want to earn more, then choose to have a higher number of accounts. For example, the Technoverse package gives you 7 lifetime accounts from account 1 to account 7. Then here, we help you just get your first 2 people. When you have 2 people, let's say they have joined you with the same Technoverse package, you get 3,200, 3,200, then a pairing bonus of 1,950. So just by having 2 people only, you have a cool 8,350. Imagine you have taken even, let's say, your first 1 week to have only the first 2 people in your team. So which means in your first 1 week, you have 8,000 Zambian kwacha profits. We continue helping you to get your 222 down here. This gives you a team of 8 people. 8 people under your first 7 accounts. Every account is paid independently, remember. So here you are paid 7 times. And in total, just by having 8 people, you make a cool profit of 49,000 Zambian kwacha. Just having 8 people. This team will keep on growing. The team will keep on growing. What happens to you? Forever, you'll be earning 7 times. Remember, when you have 3 accounts, you earn 3 times. Now here you have 7 accounts. So it's like you're having 7 shops in 7 different areas. So you earn from the 7. What if you have 15 accounts? We call that the Digiverse package. It will be arranged that way. Then just by having only your first 2 people only, look at this. Just 2 people, then this means you earn a 6,450 because they have joined you the Digiverse package, a 6,450, and then a pairing bonus of 4,550. This gives you a cool total profit of 17,450. How many people have joined your team? Just 2 people. How long has it taken you? Maybe even 1 week. Let's say it takes too long, 1 month. 1 month, 2 people, you have 17,000 profits in your account. What if we help you now get 2 people under each of these accounts? This gives you a team of 16 people. And having 16 people in your team, it gives you profits of 212,400 Zambian kwacha. Even if you have taken your first 6 months, let's say you are doing it so slowly, 6 months to have 16 people. This gives you profits of 212,000 Zambian kwacha. Quite some good profits there. And the team keeps on growing. So what will happen to you? Forever, you'll be earning 15 times. That is the beauty part of this system. The maximum you can have with this wonderful opportunity is what we call the Megaverse package. And these, ladies and gentlemen, will give you up to 31 accounts. With 31 accounts, get your first 2 people, and already you have a cool 29,050 Zambian kwacha. So even if you take your first 1 month to have your first 2 people, you've made some cool 29,000 Zambian kwacha. What if we help you get 2 people down here? This gives you a team of 32 people. And already you have a cool 932,000 Zambian kwacha. You can imagine. Why have you made so much money? It is because every account is paid independently. And this growth will continue forever to infinity. So which means here you'll be making profits 31 times. So with 31 accounts, you earn more than even the person who has 15, 7, 3, or even 1 account. That's the beauty part of our system. Let's look at the aspect whereby you've done this program for 1 year. For example, if you had 1 account, in 1 year, you'll have ended up making profits of around 1.4 million Zambian kwacha. That's quite some good profits there in a year with 1 account. What if you have 3 accounts? This gives you 4.3 million Zambian kwacha. If you have 7 accounts, this gives you 10.1 million Zambian kwacha. If you have 15 accounts, this gives you around 21 million Zambian kwacha. If you have 31 accounts, this gives you around 41 million Zambian kwacha. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it is with more accounts that you earn more and grow faster. Looking at all these scenarios, this is when you have performed to a tune of 100% success rate. Let's say you have failed to get the 100. Let's say you have even failed to get a 50%, and only you perform to a tune of just a 10% in a whole year. With 1 account, this gives you profits of around 140,000 Zambian kwacha. With 3 accounts, it gives you around 400,000 Zambian kwacha. With 7 accounts, it gives you around 1 million Zambian kwacha. If you had 15 accounts, this gives you around 2 million Zambian kwacha. If you had 31 accounts, a 10% performance gives you 4 million Zambian kwacha. So obviously, as you can see, with more accounts, you earn more and you grow faster. Because with 31 accounts, just a 10% performance gives you up to 4 million profits. That's quite incredible, ladies and gentlemen. That is the power of this system. That's how you create wealth, benefiting financially with this program. Now, at this point, I want to share with you, how do you benefit health-wise? Because yes, it is important to make the money, but what if you are sick? You won't enjoy this money. So every day there are factors that affect our immunity. So whether knowingly or unknowingly, you may be exposing yourself to, issues that may lead up to you attracting issues or health issues like cancer and so forth. All these factors, like air that we breathe, it may be polluted. Food that you are eating may be processed. Stress you can't avoid. And all these factors, they lead now to what we call, the production of free radicals. These free radicals, from all these sources, they get into our bodies, they fight the cell. Why do they target the cell? Because the cell being the smallest unit of the body, when it is affected, eventually the entire body will be affected. That's why we have, issues nowadays like cancer, obesity, heart attacks, lung cancer. These conditions nowadays are very common. Why? Lifestyle has changed. The environment has changed. Things have changed generally. So how do we prevent ourselves? Because you always say prevention is better than cure. It is better to prevent ourselves rather than start fighting issues like cancer, diabetes, and the rest. Yet, we will have prevented ourselves earlier on. By how? That's why all we need what you call antioxidants. So antioxidants, we get them either from fruits or vegetables. That is why the World Health Organization says you need to consume at least 5 different types of fruits every day and 5 different types of vegetables every day. That will assure you that you are able to fight all these, effects that may arise as a result of us being exposed to these free radicals. So as much as, you realize we may not be able to consume maybe the 5 fruits, for example, even you listening to me right now, how many fruits have you eaten today up to now? How many vegetables have you taken or are you planning to take today? Not everyone can get to the threshold of 5 different fruits, 5 different types of vegetables. That's where now our products come in. They contain all the important nutrients, all the important antioxidants that are there from the different types and different types of fruits and vegetables. So you may not consume the fruits or the vegetables, but you are protected. Why? Because you've consumed these powerful products of ours. So among the many benefits, they help you in aging gracefully, staying strong and vibrant, and of course, you end up staying disease-free. And talking of diseases, we have a number of testimonies. For example, this is a kid who had been diagnosed with blood cancer. He was even airlifted to India for treatment because the condition was so severe. But looking at the boy today, after using our product, he's very healthy and back to his normal, activities as a kid after only 6 months of just consuming our product. Powerful testimony. This gentleman, diabetes was so severe, but after consuming our product, now the condition is normal, very healthy. Talk of Madame Doreen. Before, she had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Got to use and get to know about our products, consumed them. The healing process was awesome. Today, as we speak, she was declared cancer-free. Why? Because of these powerful products. And as I always say, you may not love this program, baby, because you're okay financially, but there are people out there who need your hand in terms of touching their health through these products. Look at this gentleman. Goiter was so severe after using our products, now very okay. This is a lady who had arthritis for over 30 years, suffering. I shared with her the products within only 12 days of using the products. Right now, very healthy. Talk of diabetes was so severe. But look at the gentleman now today after using our products, very healthy. Talk of cancer stage 4. It was so severe. But look at the lady there. Very healthy now, holding a product there. This leg before, look at the same leg now. Talk of also gout, high blood pressure testimony. And I always say, if you have someone out there, or if you have no reason why you need to be part of this program, join because you're going to help people who have any of these 100 different types of diseases to reverse these conditions and get their health back. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, you'll also be acquiring points into your account. The essence of these points that you'll be getting as you're building with us through the mentorship program, you can redeem these points to get laptops, phones, or even cars. You can redeem. Individuals have redeemed motorbikes, phones, and laptops. This gentleman was able to redeem a Toyota Land Cruiser V8 just the other day. Under the age of 30 years, driving his dream car. Under the age of 30 years, another one driving his dream car, Range Rover. How? Just by redeeming these points. And that tells you one thing, success is very possible. but are you willing to start to take the first step? Because everyone can dream, the big dreams, a good life, but how many are willing to take that decision? That's why for this moment, as you're going through this presentation, we are giving you an offer, what we call a first come offer, which is very limited. This offer allows you to get started in a very fair way. Number one thing you get when you start with this offer is a package with the products. This package is sent to you as a parcel. So you don't have to worry from wherever you are located. We normally dispatch it or send it as a parcel. Secondly, you get your own business account, whereby just by using your phone, seated at home, you're able to check your profits, your team growing from whichever country at the comfort of your home. Another thing you get is mentorship by the top leaders. And of course, if you happen to start with either 15 or 31 accounts, we add you in our annual project of either maybe having a house for yourself or your family, or having a car for yourself or for your daily activities. Now, what will it cost? Normally, if we are to charge you for all these, it will need you up to 50,000 Zambian kwacha to just have only one account if you start without the offer. But if you start with the offer, you don't need all that amount. You only need a 4,800 Zambian kwacha. You can imagine. Instead of paying 50,000 Zambian kwacha for one account, now you just need only a 4,800, and that gives you the same one account. Very, very fair. This offer is not for everyone. So for you who has just seen this presentation, we are giving you up to the next 6 hours to grab this offer. So you have enough time to organize yourself and position yourself with this offer. So from the point of view seeing this presentation, you have 6 hours. So you are invited. The one who has shared with you this presentation is going to give you up to 6 hours to position yourself with this offer. And then, of course, you get to start off at a very fair way, very limited offer. Now, if you are to go for the other packages, for example, so you've said one account, you only need a 4,800. So if it is 3 accounts, it will cost you 4,800 times 3, which will round up to 14,400. But with the offer, you just need only 6,600 to have 3 accounts. One account, as you've said, just 4,800. So 3 accounts, 6,600 with the offer. 7 accounts, instead of paying the 3,600, you only need a 19,200 and you'll have your 7 accounts. If you're going for the Digiverse package for 15 accounts, instead of paying 72,000 Zambian kwacha, you only need 39,600. For the Megaverse package to have 31 accounts, instead of paying 148,000 Zambian kwacha, what you need is just a one-off payment of 78,000 Zambian kwacha. The offer is limited. Remember, I've said 6 hours from seeing this presentation, that's when your countdown begins, and then your inviter is able to allocate you the offer that you choose or the package that you choose with the offer. How do you make your payment? We've partnered with First National Bank, that is FNB, that is the company's account number. So you don't send money to any person's number, okay? So you either use a nearby FNB bank near you, or you can even do a bank transfer, or you can use Airtel, Zamtel, MTN, or even the Momo, to make your payment. And that is it. So you can use the USSD code, the *115#, you make your transfer, and then the payment message or the payment receipt sent to the person who shared with you this presentation alongside your NRC for registration, and then you'll be able to be added in our mentorship program. We start off your mentorship right away. If you don't have the full amount, you can also be paying slowly by slowly. It is also allowed. So who can be a member of this opportunity? If you're a student, you're a business lady, a businessman, a self-employed person, maybe you're looking for a job. I always say this is a better way than a job because it gives you the flexibility, working time, geographical flexibility. You can work from anywhere. And of course, you decide how much to earn. Quite incredible. You're also a farmer, a retiree. You can do this from home, a stay-at-home parent. You're a civil servant, you can start part-time. If you're open-minded, ambitious, and dream-driven, this program then definitely is for you. Look at Agnes here, just a grade 12 within Lusaka. In a week, making over 10,000 plus as profits. A police officer making over 13,000 plus in just a single week. Part-time income. Mr. Robert within Kabwe, one of our leaders there. Over 9,000 Zambian kwacha in just a week. We have a cashier here, 5,000 profit plus in just a single week. A technician, very busy at work, but doing this part-time, over 6,000 profits in just 3 days. Mr. Benson, over 8,000 in just a single week. We also have Mr. Firi over, 15,000 plus in just 4 days, less than a week, yet a grade 12 graduate. We also have Mr. Biggie here, 12,000 plus in just a week. A former manager, 2,000 plus in just a day profits. A pastor nurse, over 10,000 in just a single week. And the growth has been happening massively. We have a very big team in Botswana, a very big team also in South Africa, Burundi, Uganda, a very big team in Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, and a very big team also here in Zambia doing this program in a massive way. That means if all these people are doing it, why not you? Like here in Zambia, we conduct big events at Government Complex, big event at Mulungushi International Conference Center, at our office at Great North Road. So the program has been growing massively. So you should be the next success story and of course, be the next freedom ambassador with the Freedom Project. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I want you to think about this for a minute. You have come across this program. Now imagine waking up in the year 2035, knowing that you did not even try this opportunity after seeing it. Yet others will have made incredible progress by the year 2035. No, you'll have a lot of regret. That regret will be very heavy. That's why we always say the biggest risk is never taking any risk at all. So we have given you a very creative offer. And as I've said, the offer is open. Your countdown starts now. 6 hours after seeing this presentation, your offer will be closed. So make haste and grab your package. One account you have said you just need only a 4,800 Zambian kwacha. 3 accounts you just need a 6,600 Zambian kwacha. You'll have your 3 accounts. And then for 7 accounts, you only need a 19,200. For 15 accounts, you only need a 39,600. And then the Megaverse package, for 31 accounts, you just need a 78,000 Zambian kwacha. A very limited offer and is for you. Countdown is only starting now, the next 6 hours. Position yourself and grab this offer. Ladies and gentlemen, or you who is going through this presentation, I'm looking forward to seeing you as part of this wonderful opportunity, and God bless you. And of course, I'm going to be seeing you in the mentorship program. So after here, what you need to do, get back to the person who has shared with you this presentation and get to position yourself. So congratulations for going through this presentation from the beginning to this point. My name is Mr. Ashra Samuel. I'm also looking forward to seeing you in the mentorship program. So after here, what you can request from your inviter is the testimonials. We have also a recorded testimonials presentation. Get to see how others, where they started from, where they are today, the transformation, the progress they have experienced with this wonderful program, and get also to be inspired, get to be challenged, get to see how others have changed their lives, both within Zambia, outside Zambia, and get to learn ideas on how also you can raise capital if maybe that is the issue. Otherwise, to this point, we've come to the close of this session. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing you as one of the success stories of this program. Remember, we have a mentorship program for all the action takers. Be among, and after here, now get back to the person who shared with you this presentation, grab your offer, and let's make a difference together with the Freedom Project. So don't forget, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the mentorship program, and I'm looking forward to seeing you as among the action takers who will be part of this program, part of the success stories that you are creating, and part of the people that you are going to use this system to change many other lives outside here. Welcome to the Freedom Project. Once again, my name is Mr. Ashra Samuel. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing you being added in our business groups as a result of you taking action. Let's change lives together and let's make a difference with the Freedom Project. So after here again, get back to the person who shared with you this presentation. Welcome to the Freedom Project.